For years now, we have been waiting for a new game that can satisfy that street football itch. And after the failure of Volta football, this dream seemed to fade. Now Street Power Football has emerged from the shadows to attempt to give us the true arcadey street football experience. I'm Sam Ince from the Beta Network, and today I will help answer the question, should you play Street Power Football? I'm just going to say that this has been one of the most difficult reviews I have ever had to do. Street Power Football seemed as though it would bring back that over-the-top, action-style arcade football that was reminiscent of the incredible FIFA Street franchise. It looked so stylish in the various trailers, with each skill move dominating and embarrassing opponents with great panache. However, once I sat down and actually played it for myself, I found it to be an incredible mess. Each player felt very sluggish to control, with significant input lag often causing me to miss scoring opportunities or tackle at completely wrong times. All skill moves are restricted to one button, meaning that I was unable to choose the type of trick that I wanted to do. For a comparison, in FIFA Street, you could use the right analog stick to decide which type of trick you'd like to pull off. Add to that the ability to modify each skill move with the use of the bumpers and triggers. In Street Power Football, repeatedly pressing X, or square on PlayStation, at random intervals would sometimes pull off a trick, whereas other times, nothing would occur. This meant that I would spam the trick button in the hopes that it would succeed. There is no fluency to the tricks here either. In FIFA Street, there are obvious animations to show that you had tricked out an opposing player to get past them. Here, it is not obvious at all. This led me to trying to beat an opposing player by pulling off a trick, and having thought that I'd beat them, I would begin dribbling toward goal, only for that same player to strip the ball from me immediately from behind. One interesting mechanic that is used in Street Power Football is the curve mechanic. You can adjust the angle of a shot whilst holding down the shoot button for a cool looking curve shot, which often will end in a goal. However, it does take a fair while to pull off, so don't be surprised if the ball gets stolen from you before you can finish the shot. Before we continue, if you've been enjoying this video, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit all. Each subscriber really helps to grow our channel, meaning we can bring out more videos just like this every single week. There are multiple game modes available in Street Power Football, with some being average at best and others completely falling short of the mark. Street Power is the most traditional game mode, with the objective being to be the first team to score 5 goals. You can play in teams of up to 3. As mentioned previously, due to the stiff controls and the sluggish animations, this game mode becomes very lackluster. Become King is Street Power Football's career mode. However, I use the term career mode very loosely, as it is just cycling through a series of matches made up of the other game modes. This title attempts to make you feel like you're progressing in becoming King by sometimes having a narrator appear on screen to explain what challenges awaits to try get you excited.
You are one tough guy. Congrats on Berlin. But now it's time to level up. See you in Copenhagen, Denmark, let's go.
But there is no real excitement to be found here. I found myself just trying to push through for the sake of completion, rather than savor each moment of this excessively drawn out mode. Trickshot is the most underwhelming mode in this title, as the whole premise of this mode is to hit objects either behind obstacles or in various places that requires you to aim and curve a shot to hit them. The main issue with this mode is that it basically boils down to you aiming an arrow to pick your direction, adjusting the arrow to allow for a curve shot, and then charge up the power of the shot and shoot. Just imagine if the free kicks in FIFA 2002 were a whole game mode. That is Trickshot. Freestyle is an interesting mode, as it is essentially a rhythm game of sorts, which involves pressing a combination of buttons in time with the music to increase your score. There really isn't much more to say here, but hey, that's Freestyle for you. Elimination is another mode which is quite interesting. It features a 1v1 style match that is played on half the pitch. The aim is to score on your opponent to eliminate them. You must eliminate all 3 opposition players to win. The mode itself is a very cool addition to the game, but again, because of the sluggish gameplay, it falls short. The Panna mode is easily the best of the lot. The aim is to score 5 points on your opposition by either scoring goals or doing a panna, which is also known as a nutmeg, which for non-football fans is when a player kicks the ball between an opponent's legs. This mode is played on a modified mini court, which means that the pressure is on all the time. Where this mode really excels is in the Panna Battles, where a small QuickTime event occurs for both players. Whoever inputs the most buttons correctly wins the challenge, which leads to either a player being nutmegged or a nutmeg being denied. So, should you play Street Power Football? Honestly, I would avoid this one. Whilst it may seem like it could be a promising game, it fails to deliver in almost every aspect. If you are looking for a street football game, try and grab a copy of FIFA Street 2. You will sink many more enjoyable hours into it than you would into this. To help understand the difference in quality, I've played well over 100 hours of FIFA Street 2, and I still keep coming back to it today. Whereas here, I played purely for the review, and that's it. There's no reason to come back to this game at all. If you have enjoyed this video, you can support us by heading over to Green Man Gaming. They have a ton of games available at great prices. So make sure to click the link in the description and save on titles such as Civilization 6 Platinum Edition, Borderlands 3, Control Ultimate Edition, The Outer Worlds, and many more. Please note that the beta network may receive a small commission on items purchased via this link. This really helps us to keep the lights on and keep coffee in the pot.